Nabwisos, and you're watching us, the Nabwisos. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and subscribe for more of our episodes. So,
we've been getting lots of questions, people asking us, how do you guys do it in your relationship? Have you managed to keep your juices flowing and all that kind of stuff?
juices?
So we're like, okay, why not? We'll be here to answer a couple of your questions. So this is a very, very fast episode. And in case you're watching, please do not forget to subscribe onto this channel and tell everybody about it.
All right, so let's dive in straight to the first question.
Yeah, the first question comes in from...
No, you don't have to say their names.
Okay. Some people like it when you mention them.
No, not really.
Okay.
Otherwise, they will not ask us again.
Okay.
What if it's a stupid question?
Okay.
And okay.
So the first question is, how do you handle the Irish quadruplets without making each other feel like the other is taking over?
By Irish quadruplets, you mean children?
You're funny. Yes, we do happen to have 4 kids. And from the ages of 7, then 6.
7, 6, and 3, and
7, 6.
Yes.
No, 7, 5. Yes.
Are we really good? Did we just forget? So it's 7, 6, 3, and 10 months old.
Yeah.
And how do we manage? Well,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of have a timetable, and we know what each other does, so we don't step into each other's zones. He takes the kids to school, and then I do the snacks when they come back from school. We both do homework, although he's really good at doing homework more.
Yeah,
So how do we manage? We kind of have a timetable divided. The kids have their timetable, we have our timetable, and so the time is kind of spaced out for everybody to manage.
Yep. The second question says, you two hold the keys to love and happiness. Oh, thank you, whatever
you.
that means. You need to tell us the secret of using the key for unlocking our doors. So some people's doors are locked. What do they mean by that?
It's more like, how do you unlock doors to be loved and to love back? So
I think it is pretty much simple. One, I think you need to be very open to each other from the word go. The challenge we have many times is that people actually get into relationships for the wrong reasons. You need to get into a relationship for the right reason. Then that is the first key. If you're in there for the right reasons, I think the rest of the stuff is going to be pretty much easier because you're going to be open to one another. You're going to be friends. I know when you're friends, you're open to friends, not so?
Yeah.
Because in relationships, even with between, say, children and parents, there can be that kind of locking door somewhere because, like, this
You're
is
not
mom,
friends.
this is dad,
Yeah.
because you're not friends. But then when you're with a buddy, a friend, I think you're very open with them about anything. You tell them your dirty secrets, you tell them the clean ones, and that is what a good relationship is all about.
I think also being free and ready to let go of your heart and saying, okay, I think I'm ready to love. You know, some of us get triggered and say, oh, I want a man who is like this, who is like that, who is like, Brad Pitt or something. So I think you should be open and give people a chance because you never know who you might end up with. So give people a chance. Open up and let someone go like, I'm ready to love you. And then also be ready to love somebody.
Yeah, I think if I can just share something that happened between me and her a while ago. I think when I saw her and I liked her, I was like, I'm going to test the waters. So I did all the great things. I did all the stupid things. I did all the crazy things. And neither did she hold back. She did all her crazy stuff and all that kind of stuff. And by the time I was like, I've seen it all. There's going to be no more surprises when we get married or something. So I think that was just about being open.
Yeah.
If that's what we mean by opening the doors.
Open your doors.
Whatever.
Be ready to love and let love come in.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the conversations marrieds have?
Guys, it should be anything. It should be about
anything. Politics,
Anything.
movies.
You can talk about politics, you can talk about
children.
movies, you can talk about business, you can talk about children. Be free with each other.
As
Talk
long as you
about
can talk about anything together, then you won't find means to go get other like best friends outside your marriage,
you can
or
share
having the
stuff
guy
with.
go with the guy's night or the girl go with the girl's night. Not that I'm saying it's bad. You should do your girl night and boys night, but
Yeah.
find that place where you both meet each other and get to talk about everything and anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was quite easy.
How does it feel? Oh, how does it feel working with your spouse? I know we get this a lot. We get this a lot. But you see, the secret is that first and foremost, we are friends. So it's, you can tolerate your friend for long hours. Not so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that somebody's not your friend, then you can't tolerate them for long hours. So working with them for long hours becomes a big challenge. Two is okay. We happen to find that we had the same interest, the same line of interest. We were both into. We met as actors.
Yeah.
So it was easy for us to continue working in the same field. If I was a doctor and she was an engineer, I think that would have been, if that was our interest, that would have been a bit hard.
Quite different,
but I think ours was a bit easier because we both liked the same things.
Yeah, and I think also the one thing I always tell people is because we kind of know when we leave the house, mommy, daddy, husband, wife, it's at that door. And when we get into the field and working together, it's colleagues. Actually, some people know in the boardrooms, we call ourselves colleagues. My colleague Matthew, my colleague Eleanor. Because now we're working and we kind of know that we need to give each other their, their docket of work. Like, I know you are going to be directing today. I'll be, producing today. So we kind of respect each other and we can never cross our paths. That's how I think we manage.
Yeah, I think the word is professionalism.
Yeah, professionalism.
When we get to the field, we are professional. Yeah, if I'm directing, I'm directing. If she's producing, she's producing.
If I'm directing, I'm directing, and he's producing, he's producing.
Everybody is good at what they do, so you let them do what they do.
So respect each other's dockets at work. That's where you can work together, not cross paths. And if you feel like it's getting personal, let work end, and then you can kind of open up and go like, but at work this happened. And I think what kind of gets people to tick off at work is maybe if you like say something with the other colleagues around that you might have at least told your husband back, privately, kind of sparks up the other one's ego and it kind of gets to fighting. So I think talk about certain things after work and not at work. And then if you're at work, respect each other's dockets and just work.
Yep.
That answers it, right?
I guess so.
This goes to you.
This goes to you, Eleanor. Men are cheaters. How do you... Nice one. Okay, let me read this.
Yeah.
This goes to you, Eleanor. Men are cheaters. How do you find yours? And advise me. My heart got broken due to the man's deeds. The man's deeds, eh? What do I do?
Wow. First of all, you need to stop generalizing men. There's so many good men out there who are still there. And not all men are cheaters. I think it all comes down to how you're treating your man. Is he comfortable with you? Are you loving him back? Are you in the same space at this time? Men cheat for just so many stupid reasons, It could be because we're not having the same interest at a certain point in time. It could be because you're not making me my favorite dish and some girl out there is making my favorite dish. It could be not communicating, really. I think it comes down to communicating with somebody. If you communicate openly, I think I'm really sure a man wouldn't cheat on you, because then you can kind of talk about everything and anything. Like if you're going out and you say I'm going out, then I know you're going out. Then I want I think women suspect a lot. And if men don't communicate with the women, then they suspect a lot in their mind, So if a man just won't tell you, hi, I'm going to step out, then he just steps out and you're thinking, where did he go? I'm running crazy. His phone is off. Do something. Maybe it's girl. Maybe that. So you get suspicious and keep thinking about so much. So I think men should communicate and women should also communicate. If you're open with each other, a man won't cheat on you if you're what he wants. And if a man cheats on you, then I don't think you're worthy his time. I think you should get out and leave, right? Maybe a man should give us his view. That should be interesting.
I think this is a very, very wide topic to discuss, by the way. I don't think it is something that we can just summarize in just a few minutes. And you're welcome to give us, to ask more about this. But, of course, if a man cheated on you, I think the first question should be, why did he cheat? What caused him to cheat? Is it him? Is it you? Maybe it's you. You see? Maybe there is something you didn't do right and somebody else is doing. You see, the one thing that I've learned about women is that women are very competitive creatures. A woman wants a man who is wanted, who has a woman, right? And then most of the times she's going to try and look out for you, that other woman's weakness, and then use those as her strength to give the man what the other woman doesn't give her. So
Yeah.
I think it needs to go back to that point. Why did he cheat in the first place? And when you're, I think, approaching this, don't be too confrontational. I think take time to research, to find out, talk to him and find out what. Maybe it was just a stupid mistake. Or maybe he actually has a legit reason. But just like women also, women will cheat on men. But then, why did the woman cheat in the first place? I think that's where we need to start from.
Well, it's not like women cheat a lot, but if a woman really cheated, it would be like at that maximum. Really, it's mostly men. I think it's mostly
There
men.
goes
But then
my woman.
this is like
Yeah.
a long debate we
Yeah,
can
but
have.
this is something that is
But we can
very
always
long. I
discuss
don't know
it.
if we've tried to help the person who asked this question, but we will, I think, continue elaborating more and more in the next episodes to come about the same. It's an endless topic.
Yeah,
There's
and
a
I
lot to
think
talk about.
I think, like you said, if a man cheated on you, ask him why. And if he answers you and says, honey, it's because maybe I was tempted, or maybe because I found someone better, or I'm not in love with you anymore, then if you're willing to work on that and forget it and put it behind you, then move on together, then it's okay. And if you're not willing to work on it together and he cheated, old habits die hard. So, honey, I think did it once or twice or thrice, run.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a very broad topic. Maybe he's cheating because he's still young mentally.
Yeah,
That could be a reason.
there's some young guys out there who are
Yeah.
mentally stable
Yeah.
and won't cheat.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it's not an age factor. It is a mind thing. Yeah, you could be
that
40.
your mind did what?
You could be 40 but thinking like a 20-year-old. I could be 20 but thinking like a 50-year-old. So it's the maturity.
But even my mind, I can't think that my mind is going to make me cheat if for example, if I walked out as a girl and I saw a man with a nice body, would I cheat on my man? But why is that the man will go out and see a good-looking girl and then admire and then cheat?
It's not like girls wouldn't do it. They do it. They will see a guy with a
That's
nice
why I
body
said
and
it's
go
a
for
scarce.
it.
It's very scarce. It's very scarce.
Exactly. It's
But
actually,
why is it that
today,
women,
I think it is more rampant even in women.
no?
Yes.
Where are the statistics?
Yes. Anyway, we'll go to the next question.
The next one.
The next one says, your couple is so cute.
Thank you.
Do you guys even have misunderstandings sometimes? Yes.
We do.
I think we are just as human as
Everybody
else.
We do get misunderstandings.
It is how you handle it.
Yeah.
It is how you handle it. Because the challenge that you find in very many couples is that when they have a misunderstanding and fight, they go into the wrong mode, the silent treatment. That is the biggest enemy for any relationship. Silent treatment will kill you.
But I think everybody deals with the misunderstandings separately and differently, because like us, if we get misunderstandings, we kind of give each other time, like 5-10 minutes before we speak. And I think it's a common habit we kind of found each other with. So when you have a misunderstanding and argue about something, we first, get a breather, and then we see who goes first, like whose ego will drop first and go like, you know what, let me just talk to her, or let me talk to him. And then we talk about something and solve it, and then okay, it's done and it's done.
And
we don't really get so angry with each other for more than...
Yeah, and talking about ego is a dangerous thing for relationships.
The men, your ego is very dangerous.
Even the women, yes.
Mostly men's ego. Women
Okay,
don't
let's
have
talk about
ego.
if you're a person, regardless of male or female, if you're a person and your ego won't let you talk, that is dangerous for your relationship. Because you see, if you got into a relationship with somebody with the intentions of spending endless time with them, I think you need to break down at some point and talk, mend. Let your goal be met. If your goal was to live together forever, let that goal be met.
Like
Ego
Matthew always says.
and silent treatment kills the goal. It distracts the goal.
Yeah.
If you want to reach your goal, talk.
Like
Talk.
Matthew always tells me, we'll solve this because we're in this for the long haul and we're not going anywhere from each other. So
Yeah.
let's solve this right now and then move on like it
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
You're like,
'Cause
can't I
it's-
have a day or two of being angry? Can I just have my space and be angry? You know, you want to get angry and just, you know, keep to yourself. But sometimes you're like, you know what? I have a ring and I'm like stuck with this guy and our children. So let's just mend this and go on with life.
Yeah, because the challenge with being angry and silent, giving the other person silent treatment, is we have one enemy, the devil. To all of you who are Christians or who are religious.
Any religion, really.
Religious, yeah. You know that our enemy is the devil, and the enemy, the devil, wants to see people broken up. So every time you go into silent treatment, he is going to whisper things to your ear. He is going to put imaginations in your mind, and trust you me, they are going to build and grow. If you thought you wanted to keep quiet for 2 days, it's going to be a week, then 2 weeks, then 6 months.
And every
then
time
years,
you keep
and
quiet,
then you're not compatible anymore.
yeah, and every time you keep quiet, you feel like you should get space from each other.
Yes.
So you find yourself getting out to talk to somebody else, getting
Exactly.
out to find comfort in someone else. And the
Exactly.
more you keep getting out there, you might find
You
another
will actually
partner.
find that comfort.
Yes, you find the comfort and stay with that partner out there. So
And that is if you're going to stay with them, because it might be just a temporary solution. But
which might really tear you down.
What I'm saying is do not give the enemy a chance.
A gap, like a teeny gap.
Yeah. He will use whatever tiny gap you give them. So it is important to talk about things. Put the egos down and talk about things if you want to stay with this person for the rest of your life.
Misunderstandings are quite normal, but just how you deal with
How
it
you
to
deal
solve
with
it
them,
and get back together for the long haul.
Yeah.
The next question is, my question is, who who is Nabwiso, you or your husband? I'm Mrs. Nabwiso. That means it's Nabwiso, it's his name.
I'm the big guy.
Send any kind of questions and we'll have it answered for every episode. And then again, I hope you enjoyed the episodes. If
Yeah.
you haven't subscribed,
Yeah, please subscribe
Please
to our
click.
channel and yeah.
Click
let's
on that
keep this-
subscribe
Let's
button.
keep this running.
let's keep this going.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Until next time, so stay safe.